Hey guys, Rip the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to my impressions on the new Titanfall 2 Pilots gameplay trailer that we just got. I think this released yesterday, or may have been the day before that, and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But we are going to go ahead and watch the video, and then we'll discuss. Okay, so let's talk about what we just watched. Number one, that was amazing. Numero dos, if you're not hyped for Titanfall 2 and that doesn't get you hyped, I mean, come on. Like, that was amazing. The gameplay was insane. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down before I start fanboying all over myself. Let's start with some of the first stuff that we saw. So, we're going to just decrease the volume on this a little bit. Okay, so let's go. So here, I'm not sure this is single or multiplayer. It looks like multi. It might be single, because this guy's got a different camo on his gun, so I assume it was single. And the reason I question if it is or is not single player is because, see if we can get it to stop right on it. Okay, so you go a little frame back, go frame forward. There you go. See this line, the right here in front of the thing. So the line is actually where his grenade's going, and that was in the tech test. If you played the practice, which everybody had to go through the tutorial before you were even allowed into the tech test, so you learn how to move and jump and throw grenades and stuff like that. And in the tech test, it actually had this line on your grenade, so you knew exactly where your grenade would land. As long as you cooked it, this thing would show up, and as long as you're holding the grenade, it shows where it's going to land. That's why I question if it's single or multiplayer in this section, because it was not actually in the multiplayer of the game. At least in the tech test that I played, maybe they decided to put it in. I'm not sure, but there are some changes that I'm going to highlight because I know for a fact that they changed things from the tech tests. So that's the hover ability. We saw that in the tech test, which is a really cool ability, really good for being on point, being able to get around people. A lot of people use the hover in this, so this is great. This is actually a new, well, not new, but a different neck snap animation. Okay, so this right here, this is obviously multiplayer. So you got this guy's got camo, this guy's got green and whatever. So this is obviously multiplayer because you've got the guy on the right here has the hologram, but if you look at the guy on the left, is okay. And I was just trying to see if my cursor on screen it is. So if you look at the guy on the left here, he actually looks extremely similar to the guy on the right. Now, I don't know if this is just going to be a variation costume, so like a different helmet or a different like skin you can get for the same power, because he has this little arm going over. And if you look at the guy on the right, he has a little arm as well. That's supposed to be the cloak ability. I know the guy on the right is definitely using cloak because that's exactly what you look like in the tech test when you use cloak. But this guy on the left, I'm not sure. This guy way on the left here, in the top left, I can't remember what he's using. Think I think it's grapple. Or was the grapple the robot? I think the robot used grapple. I don't know. The one with the messed up legs in the back here, or is in the front now. These things change position. So yeah, okay, so in the front, this guy's got kind of messed up legs, so that's a fast runner. So these are all different skins. These used to be different colors. I don't know if they're doing, like, color-coded, like, maybe it gets a little confusing seeing guys that are red, but also on your team, so maybe they're doing, like, color-coded teams now, red versus blue type stuff. So I don't know about that. But this is really cool right here. So he goes and he slides. There's this shield right here, which is so cool. That was not in the tech test. That makes me, really, really hyped, because that looks so cool. So if we continue here, he actually puts up a sentry gun, which is another cool feature. So he's obviously playing payload or grunt killer mode or, you know, whatever. So there's the MGL, we've seen that. So then, what just happened there was kind of weird. So if you take it back, the guy he's riding on must be Ronin, because Ronin actually has the phase embark, not phase embark, that's not what they call it, the fade ability, I don't know. Basically, he kind of shifts out of reality for a few seconds, and you can't touch him unless you're in that same plane of reality. So if two Ronins actually come together, like, and they both go, if one goes into, like, you know, shift reality mode, and the other one does the same, they'll both go into the same shifted reality. So you can then combat them. But this is really good for not getting hit. This is going to be really essential for, like, if you're getting low HP in your Titan, hit that up, and you'll not get shot by shit, but you can still retaliate once you come out of it, of course. So, as I jump back, so it just missed my favorite part, because this is an actual change that I noticed. I was actually really hyped for this. So this guy comes sliding down the roof, and boom. Okay, I'm trying to get at one where they're all up. Okay, so if you notice, it was one guy, now there's three guys. So what happened here? In the tech test, there was a thing called the hologram, and you could actually fool people with this thing. It was very convincing. It literally looks down to the freaking fingernails exactly like you in every way. I think it even has a player name, or player names don't show up in Titanfall 2, I'm not sure. But at least when I shot at holograms, they convinced me, basically. And when I used it, it convinced other people. They would shoot the hologram and not me. So basically, you would use this when running around a corner that you're unsure of, or crossing the map in general so you don't get hit by a sniper rifle. So basically, and it's a lot of charges. I don't know if they toned down the power-up ability, or is it power-up or battery, or extra battery or something? I don't know. But basically, it would make your stuff recharge faster. So you could actually, I think it's called overcharge, actually. And you could use your abilities more, and you got, like, I think you actually got 2 charges out of the hologram to use it. So you could actually hit 1, hit 2, and they'll just go off and do their thing. So it looks like they actually changed it to, maybe it's going to be 1 charge now, but it splits 3 off. And I felt like that was a necessary change. I feel like that's going to be a good change, because I personally use the hologram, and I felt like it was kind of weak. I felt like it was, okay, if it's running in a straight line, no human being runs in a straight line in this game. I mean, yeah, they kind of do, but they kind of check their corners, they slow down, they have hiccups. These ones just streamline straight forward. They don't jump ledges, which would probably make them more convincing if they could jump ledges. But they jump down ledges. So if you're on a cliff and you'll run forward and hit the hologram, your hologram will come out running forward and go off the cliff, and will basically keep going until it smacks into something with its face. So this is really cool to have all 3 of these come out. So that's the Mastiff. I actually got to play with the Mastiff. The Mastiff is cool. Here comes the Hover again. Hover is a really popular thing right here. By the way, awesome song on this. So that right there is actually different. That's new. I've never seen that before. They may have changed the symbol of one of the knives. I'm not sure. Let me actually... See, I can't get the bar away on YouTube. So if you look in the bottom left here by my mouse, he's obviously wearing hologram, so it does have 2 charges. Confirmed hologram will have 2 charges. So then there's this this little box here, and if you look, it's kind of faded, but it's really kind of distinct. Trying to get a shot of it. Okay, so it's a little better here. So if you look at it, his R1 ability is to throw this, like, it's got this shuriken-looking 4-point star. I'm not going to put my mouse over there. Just, you guys see the area I'm talking about. So it's got this little shuriken 4-point star thing going on, but also has flames on it. So with the flames on it, that tells me it's going to be some kind of incendiary, or maybe they changed the way the Gravity Star looks. The Gravity Star had like a blue flame thing behind it, so I'm not sure. It could also be, there's the Gravity Star, there's also the Sensor Grenade, but it didn't pulse when it came out. Like, when you throw the Sensor Knife, it pulses. It lands on a surface and pulses out to show you perfect outlines of people through walls. So it didn't do that. If you watch, it doesn't actually pulse anything. So it should be showing, the enemy should have lit up with an orange silhouette if that was it. So that's why I think it's going to be some kind of incendiary knife. So there's Cloak. That guy obviously went Cloak. So here's Cloak again. This is actually my favorite gun right here. Okay, so that's actually really different. So if we look at that again, so again, we see this little blue flame thing, but I'm not sure which of his tech he used, the L1 or the R1. So the L1's not ready, so he had to throw the R1. So it is some kind of exploding incendiary. That's definitely confirmed. So he's using the EPG as his main weapon, and just watch. I love this weapon. Boom! Disintegrated. I love that so fucking much. You don't even know. Like, you can't even begin to comprehend how much I love the EPG. And I'm glad to see it didn't get nerfed. At least in this showing of the game. This is obviously multiplayer, so it is showing sort of a confirmation. I really hope it doesn't get nerfed when the game comes out, because I love the EPG. So the EPG is this 5-shot gun, and you can basically, if it touches anybody on the body, the finger, the hand, the arm, the leg, the chest, the head, it could hit you on your ear hair. It could just graze your head. And if it touches any part of you, poof, you're gone. You disintegrate. You're out of here. And it's a one-shot kill like that. But it also does moderate explosive damage and in an area around it, because it's still a nade, basically, which is really cool. And there's really no drop-off to it, so you can kind of cross-map with it a little bit if you can hit where the guy is hiding. So this is the interesting part for here, because you can see you just switched to a pistol. So if we go down here and you look at my cursor here, there's actually a pistol down there. It says 6 shots. So the way ammunition works in Titanfall is that your primary and secondary weapons, except for Titan killer weapons, don't run out of ammo. So you can have a pistol with infinite ammo. You can have, the EPG will never run out of ammo. It basically just gives you infinite ammo, right? It just, when you're out of 5 bullets, you load 5 more, no stockpile, no scavenger, no nothing like that. Which is a really cool thing. I like that idea, because it would take away from the game if you had to put one of your passive traits into Scavenger, because then it's just like everybody's going to run Scavenger because nobody wants to run ammo. Plus, you're going to be wasting a lot of ammo killing grunts and enemy players and potentially shooting at Titans with amped weapons. That's also why I love the APG, because you can use it as sort of a mini Titan killer. It doesn't really do much damage to the Titans. It does a small amount, but not much. But it's consistent damage, so you can actually hit them over and over again. But this is really cool. So this seems to be some sort of one-shot pistol. So if you see his health bar, it's actually kind of low, so I'm not sure if this is a gun that can do like half health bar damage, like a 50% shot, or if he's just so low that this thing is actually hitting him, because just boom, knocks him out and goes straight for the Titan. So you can see there's some color. Oh, nope, I wanted to catch that. Come on, go back. So try and catch this. Okay, trying to catch it in between frames. Okay, come on, work with me. There we go. Okay, so this, I think, is a new Titan. I don't think, this might be Ion, I don't know, but it's all painted up. So if you see there's like teeth right here, there's some camo, and they boasted a lot of customization options for pilots and Titans. So yeah, this does not look anything like Ion. This is not Ion's blaster. This is a completely different Titan. So that's cool to show off some of the other Titans. So this is new. This is either new or this is the car, but it doesn't look like the car. This is not what the car's silhouette looks like. This is not what the body of the gun looks like. It seems like a very different thing. So yeah, that's stim, so that makes you move faster. Saw that in the tech test. This is a great shot, by the way. This is amazing, because he just pulls it, and you can naturally do that in the game, which is the greatest part of Titanfall, is that if you've got the skills, you can use the grapple hook and get serious momentum to swing around with. This is what killed it right here. This is amazing. This is amazing. Look at this. They're both in They're both in that thing, and boom. Okay, so let's wind that back and see what happened. So you know how I said the guy was riding on top of Ronin Ronin went into alternate reality or shifted reality, and that put him in like the grayed out area so you couldn't get hit. This showcases that, and this shows that, in fact, I'm gonna say it's confirmed. I don't want to, but I mean, I'm going off the data they're giving me here. I'm really hoping so because this looks like this is in-game footage, right? This is in-game. This is at least a test of the in-game abilities. So, I mean, they're on this little circular thing, and they both go into phase. So, the number one player, your player goes into it, and then the enemy player goes into it. So they're both in it. So they could attack each other right now if they wanted to. So this guy jumps, that guy jumps, and then EPG. So he tried to shoot the charge rifle at him. I don't know if you guys caught that. That's the charge rifle, or at least I'm pretty sure it's the charge rifle. And that's a Titan killer weapon, so I don't know why he would be trying to fire that at him. It looks exactly like the charge rifle. Then here comes the EPG. So there's a little ball of energy, and then boom, parts everywhere. Look at, there's an arm, here's a gun, there's an ass cheek. I love the EPG. I'm mad for gibbing. I don't know why. I mean, I should say I'm mad for dismemberment, because gibbing is all well and good. Blowing off a leg or an arm is fine. But the rest of the body's still there. That's what annoys me. So this blowing the whole body into pieces just gets me all giddy. So, yeah. So yeah, that is the newest gameplay trailer we have from Titanfall 2. That comes out on the 28th, along with Battlefield 1. I didn't pre-order Battlefield 1, I just pre-ordered Titanfall 2 and Infinite Warfare. And not that I have anything against Battlefield 1, I was going to pre-order it, then I played the beta and I'm like, does it really deserve my $60 at launch just so I can have to go through 4 or 5 weeks of them saying, oh, we're getting a patch, we're doing a patch. You know, wait for it, guys, wait for it. Looking on the forums and waiting, and finally they patch all the glitches and bugs. Battlefield's notorious for that, so that's a whole nother video in itself. But yeah, this comes out on October 28th, and I'm super hyped. I can't wait for it. So October's looking like a great month, because since I pre-ordered Infinite Warfare and got the $80 edition, and since I'm on PlayStation, I get Modern Warfare Remastered Campaign 30 days early. So I get to play it on the 5th. So on the 5th, I will be recording Modern Warfare Remastered Campaign for you guys. I'm going to record a mission for each episode. That way it keeps it consistent. And then after that, a week after that, well, I should say not a week, 9 days. 9 days after that, the Infinite Warfare beta round 1 comes out. And then a week after that, round 2 for Infinite Warfare beta comes out, so I'm going to be getting a total of 6 days I'm going to be getting a week out of October to play Infinite Warfare. Then, at the end, right at the end there, right before we go into November, we go to Titanfall 2, which I'm super hyped for, because I loved the hell out of tech test. The game is god tier good. It is just good. It was fun. It was just consistently good. And not only that, then a week after that, I get Infinite Warfare with Modern Warfare Remastered. It's gonna be a good month. It's gonna be a good month. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then do the usual: like, subscribe, check out my streams. Leave a comment on if you're hyped for Titanfall 2. If you're not, if this video made you hyped for it, which I mean, come on, how could it not? Look at all this cool gameplay and all these cool guns and shit they're using. And you know, generally your thoughts on the game. And I will see you guys in the next video. Reef the Rager, signing off.